All right, we are back. We have some news coming out of GameStop already. They just released their earnings 2 days ago, and it looks like they're moving quick. Let's go ahead and start. And one of the first things that they disclosed, they will use their $4.6 billion in cash to start purchasing some Bitcoin. GameStop is about to buy Bitcoin. It does look like we're entering in some wild times. $4.6 billion in cash into Bitcoin. Looks like GameStop is slowly pivoting. Another major news article just came out today. GameStop announces proposed private offering of 1.3 billion convertible notes. So what is going on? Okay, so what they're doing is pulling out convertible debt at 0% interest rates, and they're going to invest that money into the ultimate asset, which is Bitcoin. So GameStop is straight up copying and following the Michael Saylor MicroStrategy game plan. This is the guy that's front running Bitcoin. He's purchasing as much Bitcoin as he can for his company, and issuing convertible debt, using those dollars that he's acquiring from that debt to purchase Bitcoin and putting it on his balance sheet. So again, GameStop is following in the footsteps of strategy. They announced proposed private offering of 1.3 billion of convertible notes at a 0% interest rate, so it's basically free money. These notes will mature in April 1st, 2030, and they expect to use the net proceeds from the offering for general corporate purposes, including the acquisition of Bitcoin in a manner consistent with investment policy. GameStop, welcome to the world of Bitcoin. I feel like things are going to go crazy 2025. Anyways, the stock is down 6.5%. Let's see what it's doing after hours. Yeah, it looks like people aren't liking the news, which doesn't make sense because the stock kind of jumped up this morning after they announced that they are going to start using their billions in cash to buy Bitcoin. But then it's starting to crash after hours after they announced the 1.3 billion in convertible senior notes to buy the Bitcoin. People are just a little bit worried about dilution, which is true in a way. The purchasers of the convertible debt could convert them into GameStop shares, which means it is dilutive to shareholders. But at the same time, they're using that cash to purchase Bitcoin, which is the ultimate asset. If you haven't read anything on strategy, MSTR, check that out first. How Michael Saylor talks about using convertible debt to purchase Bitcoin. In other news, let's go through the numbers real quick. These are the latest numbers they just posted. We have total revenue and earnings per share. Total revenue has gone down 28% year over year. They posted 1.28 billion. Resulting in a negative 28% year-over-year growth. The GameStop business itself is slowing down, and maybe that is why they are starting to look at other avenues. There are some rumors happening right now that they could turn into a holding company. Again, if you take a look at GameStop's investor relation website, it looks exactly like Berkshire Hathaway's website. So could this be a clue that GameStop is going to be changing into a holding company? Back to the numbers. They posted 29 cents in earnings per share, which is up 38% year over year. This is where we're going to see some huge improvements, which is free cash flow per share, cash flow from operations, and their net income that they just recently posted. Check out these numbers, guys. They're insane. Huge improvements. So they're shutting down a lot of stores. They're slowly improving their financials from the past 3 years. So cash flow from operations, latest posted, they posted 162 million. That is up 1,572% year over year. And from free cash flow per share, they posted 0.36. That is up 700% year over year. These are the best year over year cash flow and cash flow per share numbers that they've ever posted, I think ever. Lastly, net income, they posted 131 million in net income. That is up 108% year over year. These are some huge improvements. Again, in the long run, we want to follow free cash flow per share because the stock price of a company usually follows free cash flow per share. What else? So what else is going on? Pretty much this week, once that offering is done, they will have $6 billion in cash. Long-term debt will change that convertible debt to around 1.3 billion. But from the looks of it, I feel like they are gonna just follow what Michael Saylor does and strategy, which is they're gonna keep issuing convertible notes to purchase Bitcoin. Again, it's technically free money. If you could borrow a loan for 0% and put that loan in an asset that appreciates, that is a good deal. So if you're comparing GameStop and MicroStrategy has 38 million in cash, and they are able to pull out hundreds of millions in convertible notes, and they are purchasing Bitcoin every week. Now you compare that to GameStop. If they follow the MicroStrategy plan with their 4.7, almost $6 billion in cash coming in, I feel like it's about to get crazy. GameStop will probably not use all their cash, and they will probably keep issuing convertible debt. Why use cash when you could take out debt for 0%? Why use the cash? I feel like they're going to be saving some of this cash for future mergers and acquisitions. That is another tinfoil happening with GameStop, but we'll get into that later. Again, things are heating up with GameStop. This thing could have a part 2 of dumb money. So yeah, once again, check out this chart. In the past week alone, it went from 23 to 29, about 25%, and then from the news of the 1.3 billion convertible senior notes offering, It is currently crashing after hours. It looks like people aren't liking the new $1.3 billion in convertible notes. But why should they use their cash when they could take out huge loans at 0% rates and buy the superior asset, Bitcoin? I don't know. I guess we'll just have to wait and see with what happens with all this. But yeah, GameStop. Welcome to Bitcoin. Bitcoin, welcome GameStop. We'll keep following with what's happening. These are some interesting times. We'll see how much Bitcoin GameStop purchases with the 1.3 billion they just issued. So let me know what you guys think about all this. Which side are you on? We'll keep updating GameStop. Thanks for watching. We'll see you on the next one. Peace.